Just a short overview on my current city. On normal or classic difficulty, we have everything unlocked. And if we check out our resources, our bank, food, and such, it is sustaining our over 1,000 population that I had to disable the immigration. And if you were here in the previous video where the monastery was under construction, now it is complete. And I also made a second abbatial church on this unoccupied island, and it comes with golden crosses and a stained glass window. I have yet to decorate the surroundings, but nevertheless, this is my goal for this Foundation Let's Play series, and that is to help fellow builders get this far in their game. Alright, here we go. We're going to start a new game, and this is the map that we are going to play in. The map seed will be in the description if you want to follow along, and we are going to be playing on classic mode with the tutorial turned off, and we are going to play and relax at our own pace, which opens up everything. And for this play series, we are going to be Robert Baratheon from House Baratheon in Game of Thrones. Right, when the map is loaded, the first mistake I notice that most people do is try to look for the largest plot to build on. That makes sense, but I advise that you try to plan where you want to put things. For instance, the castle, right? For me, I want to place the castle on top of a cliff so that it looks majestic looking over the city. So this looks like a great spot for it. It's also quite large, and I also see a node here, which is very important. Here's another one here, and a third. That is amazing. And we see a fourth one here, and I don't know if I counted that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 5 nodes. All right, on that side, and that's on this side of the river. And there's a 6th one here, but it's all the way across, and I don't think I see any more. This is nothing. Okay, so we are going to build on this side of the map. So what if you like found a large area on the other side of the map and then you don't have the resources? Then you're gonna find yourself having to unlock tiles just to get in this direction. So that's why it's important to check the map first. And now this is when you can look for like ideal location to build. So with that said, I'm gonna choose this one because it already has trees that is or an area that's open for putting your residential. So I am going to click this right away, and we need to add our village center to get the game started. I want to put it over here. That looks like a good spot. Okay, and I am actually going to go ahead and unlock another tile. So this whole area here will be for our residents. So your first tile will be free. Okay, with that said, let's go ahead and put in our first housing. So we click on the paint. I'm going to go for the square brush, and I'm going to place it right over here. So that's our first house. Each house can have up to 2 occupants. And as soon as a house looks like this, it is already considered built. So you can see there's somebody living there. And let's go ahead and add more. Build on this side. Okay, this should suffice for now. So let's go ahead and build the other structures here. I advise to build from left to right so you don't get confused. I will place the builder's workshop here. Okay, and then the next village market, I have a strategic place to put this, and I'll explain a little later, but I will put it right over here. Okay, we will get back to this on why I prefer to place it there. Forester camp, we're gonna skip for now. The lumber camp, this is also very important on where you should place your first lumber camp. So since this is where all our lumber is, I'm gonna place it right here, and it's gonna be at the very corner. The reason why it's at the very corner is because we are going to unlock upwards, right? Going there. So the closer it is up, it will be a lot easier so that we don't have to move it in the future. Okay, and of course, put in our builders so that this will begin construction. And next structure is a sawmill. You always want to put that right next to the lumber camp. So I am gonna place it just over here. It's alright if it's in the forested area because it will get chopped down. So need not worry about that. Then next is the stonecutter camp. I will place it over here where it is relatively far from our residence. And then we can also add in a well. The well will be near the water or the food area. So this is a good spot for it. Okay, and lastly, a gatherer hut. So I see 3 berries here. A gatherer hut has 3 slots for a villager. So that is a perfect spot for it. And then occasionally you will have immigrants that you want to click on and they will be part of your community. All right, so this is going to be the most exciting part for me. I am going to click on the royal book. We are going to go to the villagers and I'm going to name all our pioneers. So and there we have it. Here is our cast of people. I will give them random jobs, but eventually we are going to determine which jobs they will actually take. Like, for example, we can have Jamie as a knight in the future when we have our castle established. But for now, everyone's going to have random tasks. All right. So, with that said, I am excited to see when we reach hopefully 1,000 population, and we're gonna see if they're gonna survive to the end game. All right, let's deal with this housing crisis. So we're just going to add more slots, right? And let's see, what else are we missing? Oh, there we go. So it is finished, and we need to paint a resource. So we go to wood cutting, and we basically paint all wherever wood is at. So I'm gonna start painting on this side first, considering that it is on this side of the map. Then I am going to unpaint wherever there are berries. So this is very, very, very important. This is how you will survive the end game. I notice a lot of people struggling with food in my 1,000 population city. I have over like what 4,000 food, and it is on times 3 game speed, considering that there is a game speed bug. If you're not familiar or aware of that, what happens is when you go to times 3 speed, the people are moving quickly, but when it comes to resource gathering, I believe the pace is on like times 1, so it doesn't really matter as much. No, I was wrong. It is producing, so it might not be. Maybe I have a misunderstanding on the bug thing, but what I've read is it's best to play on times 1 speed. I'm gonna have to look over that. Or if somebody knows what that is exactly, I'd appreciate someone to type it in the comment section. All right, so we have 6 unemployed. What else are we missing? So this is being built, and I believe this one as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add the 3 there. And when we have our market tender, you add in your person, and of course you have to determine what it is going to serve. So I put in berries. So once this collects berries, what will happen is they're going to transfer here, and it will be distributed, or people can go there in order to get food. All right, so our sawmill requires 10 stone, so that's why we have this built, and they are gathering stone, which will be used in order to finish this one, and we should be fine after that. When it comes to the houses, you notice that some are being constructed, but that doesn't mean that they are not living there. They can live in rubble, and it will be considered a house. So it doesn't necessarily have to be completed in order for them to have a home. So for instance, this one is also occupied. This is also occupied, so don't mind this. That means you really just need another location. So if I build this one, that should increase our housing. I'm gonna put another one here, and I am avoiding to build on this side because what I want to do is create a wall around it. So try to avoid putting on the river. And I also don't notice any fishes here. Oh, there's fish there. Okay. And that's good thing because we don't have space there anyhow. And there's one over here. Right. So we're good on food. The new immigrants we're not gonna name. It's just gonna be I think our top 10 or how many they were. 12. So you notice that this one is being built first. This should have been built first. So I can prioritize this instead of the water. Because right now, we do not have any food. Carpenter, we can add some carpenters here. But we definitely need the wood first. And we need 10 of that. Okay, here he is. Here's our man bringing timber in order to construct our gathering hut because our people are starving. Well, not necessarily, but this is an opportunity to look at the stats of our people. So our needs are water, rustic food, and housing. And when you mouse over, it'll tell you what type of food. So you have berries, vegetables, and fish for rustic, and that is for your serfs. As the game progresses, I am going to explain the advancement or the next tier after a serf. Okay, and here is our last piece of timber. Let's go. Who are you? He is Jamie Lannister. Alright. He's gonna feed the people by having this built. And we have 4 people who are unemployed, doing absolutely nothing. Alright, now we're gonna add our foragers in. Now we're gonna have food. And we should be fine. They should not be complaining. It's too soon to complain. They still have they have eaten the final resources that we had that was stored here, I believe. And with that, we got new people coming in. All right. And this, now we can add in carpenters. So we're going to have planks in play. And we can also continue building on this side of the map. So the last building that we did not build is the church. So this is the faith is needed for our settlement. It has 3 things that you need to include: a room, bell tower, and interior access. I'm going to place the bell tower here. And you notice it also provides light fortification. And that's why I created this space here. So I am going to put it right here. I'm going to rotate it. And I believe this is the middle part. And I can increase the height. And let's see. There you go. So now it hits that one as well. Let's make sure it's in that angle. And you need a main room. I can put it here. Yeah, a little further back is nice. And lastly, we need a door. I'm just gonna place it over there. I can move it just a little closer. Yep. That looks okay. And I am happy with its placement, so I'm going to go ahead and commit the build. And since everything else was built, this should be the only structure being constructed, regardless if this is completed or not. It is considered a house. Okay, so now let's look at our current funds. We have 400 of 500. What we can do is we could buy territory, and you can see here in our progression menu, in order to unlock these, so you have common path, labor, kingdom, clergy, you need 10 prosperity points. We currently have 5. So to gain prosperity points, you will have to increase your wealth, territory, commerce, population, splendor, and which all is listed. I saw somebody coming in. There he is. So I am currently playing on ×3 speed. So we want our people to come in as quick as possible. Okay. And from here, our goal is to get this one, butchering. So we're gonna include food. I'm gonna go ahead and take storage. There we go. And with the storage, first I'll have this completed. So we need 17 planks, and the planks are being made at the moment. And let's see. I saw fish here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and unlock this side. So, and then we can go ahead and add fishing. So we have granary and warehouse. In order to add fishing, you just click on this one. So the first one I unlocked was storage. So that storage will be granary because eventually this will get full. I'm gonna place the granary over here. Okay, that looks like a good spot. So a gathering hut, its default capacity is 50. Well, this one capacity is 10. So this is why we're having a granary built. And let's see, this one, oh, we don't have any new people available, and we have too much stone. So, and there's no place to put them. And that is why you need a warehouse. The warehouse I am going to place over here. Yeah, this looks like a decent spot. Actually, I may put it on this side instead. I'm gonna face it here, towards that direction actually. Okay, and we notice we have some berries here. It's weird. So this one, I chopped it all, and then suddenly there are berries there. So I'm not sure of the berry growth mechanic. So I'm going to remove this. But sometimes they just grow, and I don't know how or why they grow there. You see this? This one also suddenly has berries. Okay, and what was the last building that we have? It was fishing. So we're gonna put the fisher hut as close as possible. And to put down objects, you left click and then you hold Alt in order to rotate it. Okay, that looks good. All right, our church is complete. So now this will, there you go. People are coming in. They're praying that one day they're gonna learn how to blink. That is one of their ambitions in life. Yep, look at them staring into oblivion. Oh, he blinked. Did you see that?
Oh, he blinked. Did you see that?
That's amazing. I didn't know they blink. When did we get this technology? Now the only thing lacking is for them to actually speak. He's screaming, but nothing's coming out. I think that's the next technology that we need in this game. The ability to speak. Yes, because we just currently learned how to blink. And now we need audio. Say something like work, work. Job done. These berries are heavy. Yeah, he is definitely trying to yell. So, yeah, we need that. Alright, transporter. Okay, this is still incomplete. Tyrion Lannister is bringing 4 wood. What a Chad right there. Gotta love that guy. Okay, we have 3 people unemployed. And we are lacking wood. I am actually going to build another lumber camp. And I'm going to place it on this side. So I've already unlocked this. So I'm going to go ahead and place it here. There. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and don't forget to paint this area. Yeah, so I like to just paint the whole thing and then come back. Come back and unpaint. So you're going to see, right, that I have gathered everything, or I have removed places where there are berries, and we're going to see if suddenly there's like a berry growth there or here or wherever that's already been removed in terms of the blue area. So this requires more because we have several things being constructed. We have one here, one there. Again, if we click on this to prioritize, hopefully it should be built soon. Robert Baratheon is bringing 1 wood. See, I love how we are able to name our people. You know, you feel a little more attached to the game that way. Housing inefficient. Let's go ahead and provide more housing. All right, this is full. We're going to put transporter, and don't forget to add in a resource since we already have two. I'm going to put in the fish as well. Might as well add another one. And this is the next building to be completed. And in terms of the prosperity, we just need three more. Oops, here we go. We have some slots here. And I don't think we need that many carpenters. So I'm going to remove one and place that person here. And our new immigrant will be the one to work in that area. Right, we have two new immigrants coming in. I'm going to start adding a new slot for them. So let's place this there, right? Let's not forget to click on them. And our warehouse is complete. From here, you want to get like each type of resource so that whenever it gets full, that is where it'll go. I'm gonna go ahead and add in tools. So if you notice this one, it's already filled in. But now that since we have some transporters, it's gonna start collecting the stone on this side and placing it there. And there we go. See our resources. You got the stone, you got the tools, you got the planks, and we got more berries here for some reason. Right? They're just growing out of nowhere. Okay, so since we have a sawmill here, I will also place another sawmill on this side. So I am going to go ahead and start adding it. I will place it right over here. And of course, eventually I will also add in a warehouse. So what I am doing exactly is I am preparing to like store lumber and planks because we're gonna need them in the future. And also stone is very, very valuable. Oh, I forgot we also have this fisherman hut. It is not complete. All right, Robert Baratheon is there. There we go. We have our fisherman going to come in. And if you are looking, oops, we have a housing request. So let's put that. See if this is going to be a house there. I am going to place one here. Right, that should be our new house. And then here is going to be one of our manors. So I'm just providing slots for it. And then it will also have a tower. So this tower covers this area. And then I will have a tower here that will cover this area. Villager path blocked. All right, let's check. Cannot reach house. This house? So sometimes this happens. Yeah, it's very strange on why. Like, look at it. It's so open, but he can't reach the house. If that happens, just remove it. And then we're going to have it rebuilt a little later. And we only need two more prosperity points. We can wait and get a villager, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to purchase this, and this should increase our prosperity. There you go, just as anticipated. So now we have 10. And with that 10, oops, let me first click on this. So now it's asking us to build a great hall and discuss a levy with our villagers. A levy will provide instant income depending on the number of villagers or serfs that we have in our settlement. And it is asking us if we are able to provide wood. If we sell, we currently have 28 and they want 50. And I am going to go ahead and say yes. We just need to make sure that we pause the use of sawmills, or actually I'm going to remove that person. So our wood will not be used. This one is fine. And let's welcome our new people. And I could also start planning our manor, but I want to finish this first. Make sure we finish the accumulation of 50. So this one is still complaining. I'm going to go ahead and at least plan my other areas. So again, I'm gonna place this one. Oops. Let's see here. Okay, we have our slots there. 32. Have we been utilizing the wood? No, I don't think so. Okay, so we have 11 days left. Let's make sure that this is full. Yep, it is. It's possible that the wood is being placed here. So let's try to pause construction. All right, we have 49. It's important to accomplish this because it gives gold and it gives labor influence, which we will need in the future. And we have 53. Let's go ahead and... Oh, 43. We have 55 here, but it's not necessarily in the facility. So we have to wait until they deliver. There you go. Continue. All right. So now we can go ahead and resume construction. So let's unpause that. And let's go ahead and plan our manor. So I'm gonna place the first manor on this side actually. So the manor should be you click on progression, and then we click on manor house. And since we have 10 prosperity, this is unlocked. We are instantly going to get the village edict. With that, you should immediately go to royal book, click on this one, and then we're going to add an edict. And our first one is going to be careful planning. All right. And this occasionally comes up and it's telling us to do an edict, which we already just did. All right, if we go back to our progression, the next one that we want to get is butchery. So what we want to do is improve our food options, because right now everybody is just eating berries. You know, that could get a little stale after a while. So with that said, let's go ahead and put in a hunter's hut. So you notice there is boar everywhere. And with that, let's see. Where can here there's boar here, so I'm going to go ahead and place on this end. So that is our hunter's hut. And we will also need a butchery. So let's put it over here. Okay. And we also need to paint the area of the hunting ground. So I'm gonna just paint this one. And here, when they have the time, or once everything on that side is finished, and we have 7 unemployed people, let's make sure that we are utilizing them. Okay, there is 1 guy unemployed, but we do have 2 job locations or 2 job openings as soon as it is constructed. And I am going to go ahead and add in that manor house. So a manor house requires a great hall, and it also gives tax office. Great hall will need a tower, so I'm gonna go for, let's say, this one. So you notice it also provides light fortification. I'm gonna put it over here, and let's bring it up. And we will also need a tax office. So tax office will be right next to it. Let's double click. Okay, sometimes it's not working, so I'm just gonna rotate this instead. All right, there you go. It's facing in that direction, and I'm gonna raise this a little higher. Okay, there you go. Keep in mind that the higher the building, the more resource it will require. Okay, build all. All right, here's our 2 immigrants, and we have 2 more incoming, which is perfect. Now we're going to need to add in that menu. So we need a food stall. There are 2 ways to do this. You can click on the current stall. So we click on current stall and then we put edit building. Then I'm just gonna place it, let's place it on this side. Okay, apply change. So this will be fish, and then the other method is you create a new one. So the difference there is, this is probably the best method, just having 1 or 2. I'm gonna put it over here. 2 new people, perfect. And we have our butchers. So there's many things going on. For one thing, our income is dropping. So let's prioritize this one. Oh, there's the construction is incomplete. It requires a door and this one, a visitor location. So visitor location, since it's too far, so we'll put it here instead. And if it requires a door, I'm gonna place the door right here. Okay, that should complete its needs. So now all we need to do is wait. Yeah, so this is our next task right here. We just need to wait for this to finish. We probably made it too tall, but it's not gonna be fun if we just kept it small. But mind your tools, because it requires certain number of tools. So if you made it too tall, we're gonna have problems because there's no way to get tools unless you start trading. Okay, there is mandates and it's asking us to discuss a levy. So this will provide instant income. So you notice we have negative in the bank. And bam, coins levied. We have 85. And we probably did it a little too soon. Otherwise, we would have gone more because the levy will depend on your population. But the downside of that, so don't be abusive because it'll make them unhappy. So if you notice, the levy mandate gave negative 27% of their happiness. Yeah, so use that sparingly. Okay, it is saying that we have insufficient housing again. So let's add a home here. Hopefully it will be within range. Okay, so I'm aware that it is a little too close to the stonecutters camp, but we will relocate that. Okay, the manor house is asking for a tax office. I think that is already under construction, and we have been given 100 gold, which is quite welcome. We've had 2 new people that will become market tenders. So this is the one where it was attached to each other. So they're both here. I'm gonna put meat on the table, and this one was built by itself. So what is the difference here? So what you can do is you can just add them all together in one. But the problem is when you add a person here, let's say the third one here was fish. If there was fish here and it's on the third slot and you only want 2 people, you're not gonna be able to control the market tender. But here we will always need berries, so it's okay to leave it as 2. And now it says that we are able to uh, give a new status for our villagers or our serfs into commoners. And we will deal with that a little later. And let's add this. First, we need this completed. And this is where our tax office is. Let's go ahead and add that tax collector. And from here, we can go to the royal book. You can go to budget. Nope. There should be tax here, but the building's not complete. So we're just gonna wait for this to fully construct. Tyrion Lannister is coming. There he is. Yo. Okay, there you go. It is complete. I freaked out a little bit there, I have to be honest, because I thought he was bald. When I was naming everyone, majority of them were bald. So I thought Tyrion was bald. Alright, we have our tax collector. So we go to our royal book, and now we should have tax, which we can increase. We'll put it on the mid-orange. And we're gonna have to wait until we have that monthly profit of 10 coins. We have 2 tax collectors. That is perfect. We got too much meat. Oh, we did not include meat here, so that is why we have that granary. Any other resource, we might as well add in berries because it is full at the moment. And even our granary is getting overwhelmed. So in order to relieve that, we can add this storage improvement. It'll cost us 50, right? But we are going to be able to increase the number of things on it. So you click on the edit building, and then there is an attachment. When it comes to adding things, make sure the blue area are touching. Sometimes it actually has to touch the entire building. So what it does is it enables you to move the entire structure as one instead of one after the other. I'm going to rotate this a little bit. Put it there. Like change. Oh, 4 new people. That is absolutely great. And we're also going to increase the capacity of our warehouse. Look at that. It's nearly full. Click on this. Click on warehouse. I'm going to put it here at the corner. So mind the arrows because that is where people exit. I'm a little worried. I don't know if this is an entrance or not. Let's click on it. Oh, it's over there. All right, undo. Okay, cancel. So we are okay here. And there is one more slot. So I am going to place it on this side. Okay, just make sure there's a path for people to walk through. Like change. This was finished. Let's go ahead and add. And we're going to increase our storages. We're going to add 2 of each. So 2 meat. And then fish. We again have that insufficient housing. That happens from time to time. So let's go ahead and add this one. Okay, it says we currently have 10, so we are going to level up soon. There we are. Okay, so the house here finally disappeared. I'm going to try to put it back, and hopefully the house constructs in a different manner or a different position. All right, I am happy with our layout. There's going to be space here for walls. It's going to go around here, and it already has light fortification. And we're going to add another one on this side, another manor. Insufficient housing, okay. We're going to sacrifice these berries just for the layout of our settlement. Okay, so let's check out our progression. And anything we need to unlock, we can go ahead and take this and this one. So it's gonna cost 50, mind that. And we also have this. We're gonna go for lumber camp improvement first. And let me check our hunting. So we still have some boar there. That's great. And here, this is where I'm going to improve our lumber camp. Because we're gonna start heading into this direction. We could also go here. Yeah, it might be a lot better to go upward. Oops. We need more wood. Alright, that's perfect because we just unlock that. Let's see. Right now we cannot afford it. Oh, we can afford a tile. No, we can't. We can't afford a tile, but if we did, we would get all the wood here. What we can do is increase our tax a little more. It'll make our people unhappy, but we're gonna need like more coins per week. Okay, let's add that improvement that we were talking about. So here you're gonna notice it says add 1 total worker capacity, and on the bottom it says 2 max per building. So we can have +2. This one +2, and it only has up to 1. Let's go for this one. Do this here again. Make sure it's touching, the blue areas are touching each other. All right, let's build that. So that's going to be 2 additional workers. I'm going to go ahead and add a warehouse on this end. Let's make the warehouse near here. So I'm going to face it downward. All right, let's not forget about the housing, because I can see our alerts are screaming for more housing. Okay, we might as well chop all the trees here. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint this. So this is the only time where I actually accept chopping trees where there's berries, because it's gonna be the layout of where our residents live. I could do the same here. Let's go ahead and add our residential. All right, so I have actually 8 people who are unemployed. So instead of clicking all the buildings, what you can do is go to your royal book, click on the buildings, and from here is where you can add in people to work. So for instance, this transporter has no one employed there. Okay, so now everything is occupied, yet we still have 2 unemployed citizens, or I mean villagers. But not to worry, we have this upcoming. And it's saying to assign a new woodcutter. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove, and then I can put him back in. Alright, advice followed. So with our gold, I am going to click on this one. So this will provide more decorations. Okay, and it's asking us to add the decorations that we just unlocked. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to place it all around our church. So to add decorations right here, click on common deco, and then each one of this has names. So we're going to put a bush here. I'm actually going to put 2. And then we're just going to follow all the other requirements. To duplicate, you hold shift. So I place it on this side, then I hold alt, rotate it. All right, there we go. Young oak planter. So if you notice, these things are providing, or you see the houses lighting up. So let's put it over here. Okay, and a road sign. Lastly, a rope fence. Okay, advice followed. Oh, look at that. Sawmill is full. Oh, I did not assign new things, so that's why I said to have at least 2 of each. The tools, we can keep it as 1. Oh, I forgot to put resources here. We're just gonna keep it wooden plank. And this should be the last house that we build. Alright, so if we go to look at our splendor, we want to unlock this area, and it's gonna cost us labor splendor. And in order to increase your labor splendor, you have to click on your manor, and then click on edit building. Then we go to estate decoration, which is the default, and then this is the one that we just added. So let's go ahead and increase it to 25 as mentioned. So as you can see on the bottom here, it's telling you how much it adds. And as it adds here, it will add here. So this will become 22. Oops. All right, this will give us influence. And here we just need 30. So this costs gold. So we just need to wait until we get 30, or we could also do a levy. But I'm gonna opt for waiting to get 30 gold by tax. All right, we gain more things. And we have our 30. All right, the people is happy. And we go to our progression. We still need a few more. We currently have 21, so we just need 4 more. And we have new people coming in. So we just need 4 more things. I'm gonna slow down time. Let's just continue decorating. And this thing is also asking for a weather vane, I believe. Oh, it just says add up to 25. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and add that. Okay, even though it's complete, you know what? I was gonna put it on the other side, but then I saw my remaining gold. So we're just gonna leave it as is for now. Ah, there it is. Improve our manor house with a weather vane. Okay, so click on this. Here's the weather vane. That one will have to be constructed. Alright, so now we have this unlocked. And we have 25 points to spend. So it costs 5 points. So right here, 21 of 35. I'm going to click on labor this. So now it's reduced by 5. And we will also need a bailiff office and village fortification. Alright, that's a lot that we clicked on. So let's start with the bailiff's office. The bailiff, there's only one bailiff. So we click on this, click on the sub building, then put in the bailiff's office. Let's go for this structure. Turn it in this direction. It doesn't have to be big. And again, construct. And the other one that we need is also a watch post. So this functions the same as a tax office. The bigger it is, the more patrollers you will get. So I'm gonna make it this tall. Then we're gonna commit. So I can see that the city is screaming for more housing. You know what? I think it's safe to just place it here. I mean, I do plan to add another on this end, but what I can do is I could delete it as soon as we get 1 to 2 more houses. Yeah, so actually that's a new thing, deleting houses. I don't think I've done that before. I mean, we just did earlier today. It raised happiness to 25%. And we have 46 of 48 people to be up to 25. And we got more quests coming in. So this is requesting for stone and we will get fish in return. Yes, we have an abundance of stone. All right, our bailiff is complete. Let's assign a bailiff. When it comes to this, you need to be careful of what you choose. So trade price bonus is at 10%. That's the same here. Combat trading we do not need because we do not have a castle. So let's go ahead and use this one. All right. And the other thing that we need to do is go to the royal book, go to trade routes, and we're going to unlock trade. And then from there, we go to our resources, and what we're going to trade are planks because we have an overabundance of planks. So we're going to keep our planks above 50. So anything above 50 will be sold, and which will help with our weekly income. This has no space, I think. Oh, we just need more planks. Oh, we ran out of things to chop. I think that's what happened. Yeah, let's check our wood cutting. Yep, our wood cutting here is all complete. There's nothing left to cut. There's not so much boar here. So let's go ahead and cut the wood here. Yeah, let's just chop everything off first and then go back and unpaint the berry parts. Alright, next task here. It's asking us to complete a mandate. So we click on mandates here and it's on the very bottom. Influence the labor state to our favor. Okay, cost us gold. And I think we're just waiting for this to complete. Wow, we got 6 people unemployed. Bam. All right. So what happens now is this has now light fortification. And with that, we're going to add some patrollers. There should be a patroller on this side. But I'm going to wait for this to upgrade. Once this upgrades, I'm going to de-zone these areas. Actually, I should probably de-zone now. But it may not be safe. Oh, so yeah, I was wondering why are they not patrolling? Because we need to provide a patrol area. There you go. So now this has patrol coverage. Yep, as soon as it becomes full, it will be considered as medium density. All right, so some houses have completed. So now you can see that with that medium density housing, it increased the capacity up to 6. And we didn't need to build a watchtower. We didn't need to build any fortified walls. All of them, as long as the patrollers hit their area. So I guess this tower is not tall enough because it's not hitting this guy. But that's okay. Because eventually we're going to build a fortified wall. And there we go. We are now a town. I am going to de-zone this area. And including this one. There you go. Because my plan is to build another manor house on this side. I think it is okay to just build on top of it. It will not really matter. So we are gonna add in a watch post. So the watch post has to be this one. So yeah, place it here, rotate, and then increase its height. I'm not gonna make it too ridiculously tall. Maybe just up to here. There you go. And it's going to need a tax office. So let's put our tax office here. Raise it a little bit. So you see over here, capacity 2, which is enough. And we will just now need a door. Let's just put the door here. Okay, I'm not I think this is the right spot for the door. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Build all. I actually want to it doesn't seem to want to move. Anyway, that's fine. Okay, as you can see, all our houses here are upgrading because they are around this one. It's not hitting all of them, but that's okay. Because eventually, when we put in our stone wall, everything will upgrade even more and we'll have a capacity of, I think, what, 15? More or less. And let's do this one. Improve our village market. So I'm going to click on this one and we are going to start using the our cloth. So I'll put one here. This is unfortunately facing the wrong direction. So I may have to move the entire thing. Okay, I'm gonna click, double click that one. I'm gonna rotate it here. Okay, there we go. Oh, new people. So you notice there's a lot of construction going on, right? It's costing us a lot of plank. And that's why we made 2 sawmills. So we are making good use of that. So the only thing we're missing now are more builders. So with that said, let's go ahead and add a builder. I'm going to put it over here because they're going to be gathering or getting the resources from this side anyway. So this just requires 5 wood. We can hold off on that. Or we can pause the plank production so that we get our 5 wood. And I think we actually ran out of places to chop. Or it's just this end. Oh, there you go. We have 5 now. But it's not in the storage facility. There you go. Okay. Now we can continue the plank production. And here comes our trader. We're gonna put them workers to work. We can reduce our berries. Oh, never mind. Alright, now we have 6 people in total. Alright, now it's asking to improve the trade. So our trade is with Northberry. It's over here. In order to improve the trade, we have to provide 50 bread, which we will include in a future episode. There you go. And it is requesting for bread. Yep. We're just a little ahead. So what did we do today? So we've established our wood, our food, which is the most important. No one has left the building. We have good amount of coins per week. The only thing missing actually is this one, stonemason hut. So I'm going to add that now because this is something that we will need. And I'm gonna build it over here, go, which is further away from the houses. All right. And what else? We've created our church. This is actually very small. It only can provide up to 50 occupants. So we need to increase the size of this one. What I can do is we could add another extension. Gotta make sure our people, attend church, that one day they will be able to speak. Yes. Uh-huh. Where's our people? Yeah, look at her. She just came from church. Mykina. Mykina. Mykina works as a woodcutter. And we have our bailiffs there. And this guy was just chilling. Because I mean, our people only have two ambitions in life, or probably three. One is to blink, two is to be able to speak, and third is sitting. That's their, you know, that's what makes them happy, sitting. Oh, two new people. We have our tax collector. Yeah, perfect. So in terms of tax, if you click here, it'll tell you what buildings are storing gold. Right, asking us to make tools. So the gold are in the houses, right? And I put a tax office on this side. I put a tax office on this side so that it will collect on both sides so that this one doesn't have to travel all the way there and vice versa. So they have their own territories, and that also comes with the patrollers. So here we are also going to have patrollers. There you go. There it is. I can even add more on this side. What is this? Yeah, that is downgrading. Oh, it's not. It's not at the right angle. Hmm. Well, I think it's fine. We can just leave it because the buildings are gonna upgrade again when they become fortified, and the heavy density buildings will also look different. So we're just not gonna mind this. This we can just expand, add more either tax. Ooh, she's exactly at the door. Look at her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What's her name? Oh, it helps if I have the things on. Uh, Remsa. All right. Remsa is waiting. I don't know what she's waiting for. She's waiting for a house. She doesn't have a home to live in. But these are unoccupied. Let's see these houses. There you go. There's actually a lot of room. Yeah. So there's a lot of room. We didn't need to have the whole area fortified, right? Let's check out the other locations. Yeah, we have more than enough. We don't have to worry about housing for a long while. I think we'll be able to make it fortified before we have housing issues.